welcome to the Cruise Show. I'm Carly and this is John. Well, we have got some wonderful cruises in store for you today with MSC Cruises. Now, if you've cruised with MSC before, you'll know it's a cruise like no other. With a Mediterranean feel, stunning interiors and some beautiful destinations, not to mention incredible prices. You are in for a real treat, and today we are even including some drinks packages. So make sure you're sitting comfortably with the phone handy, because I think you're going to need it. And to tell us a little bit more about MSC Cruises, it's the cruise man himself, Mr. John Cooper.
Thanks very much indeed, Carly. Well, what can I tell you about MSC Cruises that won't just blow you away? Number one, their ships are truly magnificent. The moment you walk on board, you come over the opulence of it all. And then there's the wonderful things to do. There's the theatres, which have different productions on every night of the week. There's the food. In the main dining room, it is waiter served 7-course evening meal every single night of your choice. That is what's really good about it. It's your choice every single day. And then there's the things to do around the ship during the day. From the water parks to the gyms and spas, there's things happening all around the ship. And then there's the destinations. Well, they truly are magnificent. No matter what you want to do on an MSC ship, you'll really enjoy it. And the staterooms are lovely as well. If you want to really enjoy yourself, get yourself ready right now. I think we're going to tempt you.
I think we are as well, especially with this first cruise. I would say if you've never cruised before, then this one is perfect for you. It's what I would call a taster cruise, 7 nights away, heading around Northern Europe on board the MSC Magnifica. So let's join John for a little look around.
Well, here I am at the very heartbeat of the ship, the atrium. Reception's behind me, and then as you go up, it is absolutely gorgeous. The spiral staircases, there's a piano over there, and of an evening it's such a relaxing place. Also, this is where I've just picked up my Daily Times, and this tells me what's happening around the ship, where and when. This is normally put in your bedroom just before you go to bed of an evening, so you'll know what's happening the next day. Do you know, when you look around the ship, it truly is Magnifica. Well, we've made it on board, of course, it's the Lord, and see, we've come to the buffet. Now, if you like pizza, I'm reliably informed this is some of the best pizza at sea. Gosh, it looks tempting. Oh, there's another one coming out now. Here we go. Whoa. You see, whatever sort of stateroom you choose with MSC, you're going to get great value for money. But for me, a balcony has it all. Because when you pull into a port like we're in today in Barcelona, you've got the whole of the city skyline behind you. I can see the Sacred Familiar Church from here. I can see the Olympic Stadium, Montjuic, from my very own balcony. You see, that's the advantage of it all. But whatever you choose, I know you'll find it great value for money. Well, this is the indoor solarium, and it is absolutely lovely. There's the bubbling hot tubs there, there's a lovely heated pool here, and of course there's alfresco dining all around us. Plus, there's the ice cream. It's award-winning too, and there's so much of it to choose from. I think I'll go and have a little look. Well, there's so many kids clubs here on MSC, where, well, you know, from when they're very small to, well, they're very cool. Now, I could be at the cool disco next door for all the cool teens, or I could be having a great time with Mr. Lego here and the MSC mascots. Where would you rather be? Now, you may spend absolute fortunes joining gym clubs and all that sort of thing, and they're great. I too waste a lot of money on them. But do you know what? It's better when you get them for free. And also, you don't get views like this from any gym I know. Well, I'm sure you can see I was having the time of my life there, and it really is a lovely idea, this cruise. The whole idea of it, I mean, the ship is gorgeous for a start off. That was taken just a couple of weeks ago in Barcelona. Yeah, I was just taken back by it. I really was. Now, this is a Northern Europe cruise going on the 8th of October next year. So it's just a deposit right now. The deposit, it secures it for you. We're going for 7 nights and we're going to be cruising out from Southampton. Now, our first port of call is going to be Le Havre. Now, that's where you can go to Zeebrugge for the day. And, sorry, that's where you go to Paris for the day. Go to the Champs-Élysées. Why not take it all in? And some of the local Calvados. And then to Zeebrugge, that's where you go to Bruges for the day. The chocolates, the waffles, oh, the Belgian beer, the chips with mayonnaise. That's a bit weird, but still. Listen, Amsterdam is our next port of call. We're going to overnight there as well. I'm thinking here you can go on the canal tours. You're going to love them. And then after, when the night goes down, do you know, what happens in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam, doesn't it? You know, it's worth going to have a look anyway. And then we cruise on to Hamburg, which is the second largest city in Germany. What a lovely city to wander around to. Once again, loads of canals here as well, which you'll love. I'm thinking of the sausages and the beer and oh, yeah, that's lovely. And then we're back into Southampton. Now, you see this price here, £649. There's something special about this price because that price also includes all your drinks. Yeah, your all-inclusive drinks package. So that means your beer, your wine, your spirits, your soft drinks, your specialty teas and coffees and your ice cream are all included in the price. So if you want of a morning when you get up and you go to the dining room and you think, oh, I'll have an espresso this morning, you can have an espresso. You want a cappuccino? Have a cappuccino. Do you know, then, you know, if you're sitting later around by the pool and think, do you know what, I just fancy a pina colada. You can have one. It's included in the price. It's so good. You know, that's what's so good about it. It helps with the budgeting of your holiday, doesn't it? You know where you stand. If you've never been on a cruise holiday before, I would say seriously consider this. Seriously consider it. At that sort of price, all-inclusive drinks, all your food, that's breakfast, lunch, dinner, evening meal. The buffet, did I tell you the buffet's only open 20 hours a day? Well, you could starve, couldn't you? 7-course evening meals, breakfasts, and do you know what? Come here. The biggest tip here, I'm going to give you the tip here. On MSC, you can either go to the buffet and, you know, get all that, or in the main restaurant, they do an express breakfast. And you sit down, and as you sit down, out comes all the pastries and all those sorts of things, the orange juice and the coffee, all that comes straight away to you. And they say, what would you like? So you just say, you know, I'll have the full English. And literally 2-3 minutes later, full English breakfast in front of you. It's incredible. How they do it, I don't know. I don't care, but I do like it. And I think you like this as well. If I was you, I'd get on board.
Oh, I tell you what, John's made me hungry thinking about that full English breakfast. Well, I think this itinerary is a wonderful example of why I believe that cruising is the best way to travel. This is 7 nights away and you're getting to see 4 different countries. And I said at the beginning of the show, if you've never cruised before, then this is a wonderful taster. And I'm pretty sure when you've been on an MSC cruise and you've done all the things on board, or you've just relaxed on a sun lounger all day and visited these wonderful places and had that all your drinks package included in the price, I'm pretty sure you're going to keep coming back for more. You're going to be hooked. Let's have another little sail back through those details. So we are going to be sailing out from Southampton and heading for Le Havre. Now the choice is yours here. You've got so many amazing destinations you can visit from this port of call, from Paris to Normandy, perhaps Honfleur or Rouen for the day. Then we're going to arrive into Zeebrugge. Now you can enjoy a stroll around Bruges, enjoy a waffle and some chocolates and perhaps a beer, or you could even head to Brussels for the day. That's only an hour and a half away from Zeebrugge itself, so you could do that and see some of the wonderful sights. Before we arrive into Amsterdam, you've got your overnight in port, and Amsterdam absolutely comes to life. There's so much going on there. I'd recommend visiting Anne Frank's museum. That really is fascinating. Maybe head to see the windmills for the day, or the Van Gogh museum, or explore like a local and get yourself on a bike. But be careful, I must say. It's very busy, isn't it, John?
They're mad. They're mad.
Then we are into Hamburg, and you can visit St. Michael's Church or perhaps the International Maritime Museum and see the elegant buildings that this cosmopolitan city has got to offer before we sail you back into Southampton, and all of that from just $649 per person, including your drinks package. What are you waiting for? This is an amazing price, and I don't think this cruise is going to stay around for long. I think it's going to book up pretty fast, so make sure you're one of the people on board. Give us a call on 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on now to our next itinerary, and this is on board a brand new ship. This is the MSC Meraviglia. So let's have a little look what you could expect on an MSC cruise.
Yeah, the Meraviglia is not being launched until June this year, and she is, you know, I've seen all the you know, the little sneaky inside peeks. Oh, she is absolutely gorgeous. She's got so many innovative things happening around her as well. Once again, the restaurants, I mean, you know, you're talking specialty dining on board, the shows that they're going to have on board. It's going to be absolutely incredible. But also the technology that they're putting on board as well. Plus, on top of all this, by the way, here's what she's going to look like. These are, I mean, look at this. It's incredible. The dining experiences. Look at all this glass here where you can go see where we're going to go in here. Look at this. These are the bar areas. And, oh, by the way, it's all-inclusive drinks. All your drinks are included. Well, I thought I may as well. It's a brand new ship. You know, you'll need to celebrate. So, you know, get yourself a glass. Once again, the technology on board is going to be absolutely incredible. They're developing it with Samsung. So you know, that sort of thing. Look at the crystal staircases. You know, I've been on these ships, and people queue up to get the pictures taken. You know, in the finery on the crystal staircases. It is truly, truly magnificent. The design of the ship is lovely. Once again, the buffet area is only open 20 hours a day. The restaurants are going to be to die for. Look at you see the sky here. See the roof of every day it's different, and they have firework displays in there of an evening, what have you. And all along here, there's shops and restaurants and all sorts of things. It really is incredible. And there's all sorts of lounges, and there's a sports bar which has got Sky Sports on it all the time, and so you know you never miss out on anything. It's a really magnificent area of the ship. It's like a shopping area as well. And then look upstairs, you've got like the sushi bar. How incredible is this? Teppanyaki. They've got teppanyaki on board as well. So you know, I love teppanyaki, mate. I love a bit of teppanyaki. The taste of Italy on board as well. The specialty restaurants are going to be absolutely, truly magnificent. The specialty wines. It looks like a bodega, doesn't it? It looks like a bodega on board. And then, you know, this is what's so special. It's a lovely ship where you're going to feel lots of very different things all the time. And as I say, they have things happening around the ship all the time as well. These different restaurants are absolutely fantastic. I'm really looking forward. I'm going to be on the 2nd of June, and I'm really looking forward to it. Look at the swimming pools on top deck. Isn't that lovely? Indoor pool as well. They've got one of the movie screens outside, so you can really enjoy all that. Look at this as well. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? The accommodation is truly incredible. So the MSC Meraviglia, it's a brand new ship, and this is going around the Mediterranean on the 3rd of November this year for 7 nights. You're going to be on board on her inaugural season. We're going to fly you from London out to Barcelona. Now, when you get to Barcelona, that's where we're going to meet you off the ship, off the plane, take you down to the ship. You're going to go on board. You'll go to that buffet, because everybody always does when you first got on board a ship. And then we're going to cruise out. Marseille is our first port of call, the 2nd largest city in France, and it is truly magnificent. The cathedral's wonderful, the shopping is fabulous, and just the port area is gorgeous. Then we're into Genoa in Italy. There's an aquarium here, you know. It's one of the largest aquariums in Europe. I think you'll really like it. And then we're into Naples. Napoli. Come here, I'll smack your face. No, you know, it is lovely, isn't it? Go down the Amalfi Coast, go across to the Isle of Capri. Then to Messina. Oh, this is just wonderful. You're going to love Sicily. Just enjoy all the atmosphere while you're there as well. There's so much to see and do. Then we're into Malta, Valletta in Malta. The old rickety buses, have a go on that. Go to the Popeyes village. You'll really enjoy that. That's fabulous. And then we're going to cruise you back into Barcelona. That's unfortunately where the cruise comes to an end. That's where we're going to meet you off the ship, take you back to the airport and fly you back to the UK. 839 quid. What does that include? It includes all your flights. It includes all your transfers. We also include your luggage and a seat on the aeroplane. Do you know what I mean? It's all included. Plus, then you've got all your food and you've got the all-inclusive drinks package, which is all your beers, your wines, your soft drinks, your cocktails, your spirits, specialty coffees, ice creams, all included. And then when you think you go to all those wonderful places as well, do you know what? A brand new ship. Do you know there's that new car smell? Is that the new cruise ship smell? Do you know what I mean? And do you know what they do? And I'll be really honest with you. When a new ship is launched, what the cruise lines do is they put all their best staff, because everyone wants to work on the new ship. So they have like competitions to be, well, the best person in the laundry department will go and work on the new ship. The best person in the bars will go and work on the new ship. So the best people from all over the fleet are working on the brand new ship. So you'll have the best of the best of the best. And at this price, I think that's the best price as well.
Well, I don't know about you, but I was blown away by what this new ship is going to look like. And it's got something that I think all the MSC ships have got, that wonderful spacious feel. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes if you're on a ship, maybe if you've never cruised before, you might think, oh, is it going to feel overcrowded? I tell you what, an MSC cruise does not feel like that at all. You can relax in the lounges, you can wander along the shops, or maybe relax in a bar for the afternoon or on a sun lounger, and you're going to feel like you've got all the space in the world and you are the only person on holiday. How nice will that feel? Get yourself on this wonderful itinerary on board this brand new ship before it books out. Let's have another little sail back through those details. So we are going to be flying you out to Barcelona, where you're going to be joining the ship and sailing out to Marseille, across the south of France. One of the oldest cities in France awaits you here, and it's been inspiring artists for centuries. It's not hard to see why. Then we're going to arrive into Genoa in Italy, of course, visit the old port for restaurants, shops and a maritime museum. And I think I've converted John into an aquarium lover, so next time we're there, I'm going to drag him along to the biggest aquarium in Europe. Then our next port of call will be Naples. Visit Pompeii, Capri, or maybe travel the Amalfi Coast from here. The choices are endless. Then we'll arrive into Messina. You can soak up the Italian atmosphere before we sail you into Valletta in Malta. And you can stroll around the streets here and take in the sights like the Grand Master's Palace and the Houses of Parliament. Then we're going to...
Do you know there's a Marks and Spencer's there as well?
There is not.
There is?
Well, there we go. While you're there, why don't you pop into M&S?
Get your sandwiches.
Then we're going to be sailing you back into Barcelona, where we'll be flying you back to the UK. And all of that from fares of just $839 per person. Remember, this includes your flights, your overseas transfers, your 7 nights on board the Meraviglia, and your drinks package as well. What an incredible price.
Plus a visit to M&S.
Well, plus a visit to M&S for a sandwich. Don't miss out on this. This is going November this year. Make sure you're on board. Give us a call on 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on now to our final itinerary, and this time we are taking you to one of our favourites, I think, John.
Oh, yes.
The Norwegian fjords. And this is on board the MSC Magnifica. So let's join John again for another look around.
Well, when you've been working out in the gym and you've been relaxing at the spa and bubbling away, maybe having some treatments, you then want to be regenerated. And this is where this comes in. It's a wonderful experience. It's the spa bar where they have some wonderful drinks, things that we can do: deep cleansing, total relaxation, ultimate youth, purity and beautiful skin. Well, I do have most of that anyway, but do you know what? I'll go for ultimate youth. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, thank you very much. Now, this is the Berry Berry Bliss. It's strawberries, pomegranate syrup, cranberry juice. It's going to make me young again. Thank you very much indeed. But, well, cheers. Feel 21 again already. Do you know what? Even if you're a major sports fan, you won't miss a moment of anything. They've got Sky Sports on board. Do you know, when you get to bars like this, it's great because it's a specialty coffee bar, coffee and chocolates. And my goodness, they've got all the usual stuff like the lattes and things that you like, but also they've got frozen coffee delights, things like vanilla chocolate cappuccino, which sounds gorgeous, caramel coffee frost, and then there's the chocolate ones like classic chocolate, chocolate zero. I think I'll go for the chocolate zero because that sounds as though it could be slimming. Do you know, this is the main restaurant and it is absolutely wonderful, as you can see. All set up for main service. Now tonight, there's just the 7 courses, obviously. I can't take all that. Cut out the salad and the soup, shall we? And we'll carry on. Do you know, standing on top deck here of MSC Magnifica, it's not hard to see why so many people love her time and time again. There's the wonderful pools areas here. There's the wonderful facilities for the children that they'll just fall in love with. There's the wonderful food, of course. There's the fabulous theatres, the comfortable staterooms, the marvellous areas around the ship where there's music emanating all through the night. And of course, there's the friendly crew just wanting to help you. Everything that they can do for you, they certainly do. They say it's a cruise like no other, and no matter where you go on the MSC Magnifica, I think you'll find it's a holiday like no other as well. Yeah, do you know what? That was filmed a couple of weeks back in Barcelona. The time we spent on that ship, we really had a great time. I think you can see that, can't you? Now then, this is going around the Norwegian fjords on the 14th of May next year. So just a deposit right now only secures it for you. Now what we're also doing is we're going to include that all-inclusive drinks package for you as well. So you saw me having, you know, the specialty coffees and all that sort of thing. They're included in the price. So this is 10 nights away. It's going from Southampton, so luggage is not a problem. You can take as much as you like, no one's weighing it. To get on board, you'll go to the buffet, everybody does, and then we're going to cruise out from Southampton. On our first port of call is Le Havre in France. And this is where you can go, I say, to Paris for the day or down the Normandy coast, or go see where Calvados is made. Oh, I went and did that. A Taste of Normandy, the tour's called. It's gorgeous. Nice. Then we're going to cruise across to Stavanger. You're going to love Stavanger. Do you know, all the wooden houses and the shops, and there's a petroleum museum there, which is really well worth a visit. Then we're into Bergen. This way you get the funicular railway up Mount Fluden, or maybe go and have a look around the fish market, which is stunningly beautiful. Then we're into Olden. You are truly going to love Olden. Do you know, there's all sorts to do there. There's a glacier you can go and do while you're there as well. I did that last time I was there, loved it. Then we're into Ailsund. And once again, stunningly beautiful, and the fresh air. Do you know what? You'll really sleep well of a night. Then we're into Hamburg in Germany once again. Absolutely incredible to have a look around. And do you know what? There's a little Beatles trail in Hamburg as well. The Beatles were there. And then we're going to cruise you back into Southampton. When you consider it's £1,049 for 10 days, that's all your food, all your drinks, your ice cream, your great entertainment. What a fabulous idea. What a fabulous idea. Yeah, what you've got to think of is what you'd normally spend to go on holiday and then what you'd spend on holiday and add them together. And that's what you've got to come up with for this price. I think it's seriously good. I think you'll love the whole ambience and experience of going with MSC Cruises. They really look after you. They really do. The entertainment. Oh, by the way, they're putting on here as well. British tea, and if you go to our Facebook site right now, have a look down the Vision Cruise Facebook site. There's a poll going on at the moment to see what British tea that you want to see on the MSC Magnifica. Do you want Yorkshire PG tips? Whatever. There's Twinings, whatever you want. So have a vote on that, and then when you get on board, you can't blame anyone if you don't like the tea. There you go.
Well, what a wonderful itinerary. You start with an incredible city, you end with an incredible city, and sandwiched in the middle are the beautiful fjords. And I believe this is a wonderful time of year to go because all the waterfalls have started to melt from the winter, and it is absolutely stunning. Crystal clear waters and beautiful views. What are you waiting for? Get yourself on this cruise. Let's have another little sail back through those details. So I'm going to be sailing you out from Southampton and heading for Le Havre. This is where you could head into Paris for the day, see the Eiffel Tower, stroll the Champs-Élysées, maybe head to the Louvre or the Sacré-Cœur. Then we'll arrive into Stavanger. You arrive right in the heart of this lovely fishing port. Perhaps enjoy a stroll around the harbour itself. Then we'll arrive into Bergen. You could head to the fish market where they'll cook the fish right in front of your eyes, or head up Mount Florian for incredible views of the city. And I'd recommend while you're there trying the reindeer soup. Then we're into Olden. Meet the locals at the lovely restaurants here, or head up the Brixton Glacier. It's absolutely fascinating, and they serve up some lovely cake as well.
Yeah.
Then we are into Ayleston. The sailing through the fjords is spectacular. And do you know what else they've got there, John? A great aquarium. Go visit. Then we're into Hamburg, stroll along the many canals and waterways, and perhaps visit the fish market here as well, and the Merchants District. This city is so easily walkable. You're going to have a wonderful time. Then we'll sail you back in to Southampton, and all of that from just £1,049, and it includes that all-inclusive drinks package again. So what are you waiting for? Get yourself on the phone, 0800 655 6449, or for more information about other cruises that MSC have got to offer, then take a little look at our website, visioncruise.co.uk. But from myself and from John, well, it's time for us to go. We're going to see you next time on The Cruise Show.
Yeah, until then, carry on cruising. See you soon. Bye-bye now.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.